Je parle seulement français.
Hein?
Je parle français, désolé.
Speaking Creole.
Tu m'appelles français?
Tu parles français? Oui.
See that? He'll be knowing niggas gifted out here, man. See that? Movie She ain't think I know. Hey, back in the Gap, man, they used to force us to take them classes, man. I had to take French for like a year or two. Right, so I know a little bit of it. I can hear somebody talk. That's just thing, you know what I'm saying? And this is what's crazy. She's trying to talk about she only speak French, but then she don't have a freak accent,
right?
French accent.
Just learned it.
And she didn't even know, like, she don't know French. She just know how to have like certain basic stuff because she can't repeat the same thing, bro. That's why I said, yeah. Come on, come get slapped in the mouth with the truth.
Yeah, just disappear.
Right. Give me Luke chapter 13 and start at verse 6. Gotta go into foolishness.
Luke 16 and what?
13 and 6. Yeah, she did freak off in the night. Like, man, bring your
There's Luke 13 and verse 6.
Right.
He spake also this.
Lucky I can't send direct shots, man. Right, read.
He spake also this parable.
Read.
A certain man had a fig tree planted in his vineyard.
Read.
And he came and sought fruit thereon.
He came and did what?
He came and sought fruit thereon.
Right, real fast, hold that. Give me 2nd Esdras, the 4th chapter. All right, you can put it down real fast. 2nd Esdras chapter 4, start at verse 36, man.
Book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 4, verse 36.
Bring it out.
And unto these things,
Right.
Uriel the archangel gave them answer,
Right.
and said,
Read.
even when the number of seeds is filled in you,
Even when what?
Even
the
when
number of seeds
is filled in you.
It says, even when the number of seeds is filled in you. Read on.
for he have weighed the world in the balance.
What did the Most High do?
He have weighed the world in the
The
balance.
Most High done weighed the world in the balance, man. Right? And he's waiting for the number of seeds to be filled in you. Meaning that the Most High is constantly watching, constantly surveilling. Right? He just had one of his eyes on the earth, man, just out here in camp. Brothers see how he just disappeared, man? Right? Brothers don't believe me, man. Dude not human. Right? We found out who he was and he just disappeared. Right? He ain't never moved from that spot.
I've been saying that for months, that
He not human, man.
Bro, what the hell?
It's off the jello.
Right? But the Lord is waiting for the seeds to be filled in us, man. Meaning that the Most High done constantly planted seeds. He done constantly watered. He done constantly tilled the field with men.
You could do more than $1 billion in class.
Right?
I always remember that. Because I've been...
Shut up.
Oh, that's not very religious.
Shut up.
No, I'll tell it to you.
Hey.
You don't believe
Hey. Hey. Shut up. Get your ass out of here,
What about
Esau.
the children with cancer?
Right?
Not thinking of.
You said what?
Children with cancer. You're not thinking of.
What'd you say?
Children with cancer. What is our
You said what about the children with
Yeah,
cancer?
what is God, whoever God, think of that.
You said
Just
what?
curious.
I got to give me Isaiah 45 and 7.
What does he say?
I'm asking for a scripture.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna answer.
Children,
You said, well, how does God feel about children with cancer?
the thing that he created the children and the cancer.
Yeah, I got you.
And I'm just really puzzled by that.
Read that.
You know,
Book of Isaiah.
children that are dying with cancer going, God, why don't you help me? Why don't you do this to me?
Do you know why? We're gonna read that right here. Read
The
that.
book of Isaiah 45 and verse 7.
Right.
I form the light
It says, read on.
and create darkness.
Read.
I make peace and create evil.
And do what?
And create evil.
Read on.
I, the Lord,
It
do
says,
all.
who?
I, the Lord,
Do what?
do all these things.
So good and bad all comes from the Most High, man.
So
the
God's
reason-
not all good.
The Bible never said that. We don't.
Oh, that's okay. We're getting somewhere.
Yeah, the evil does come.
Yeah.
Evil recompense comes unto people who do evil, or to their children.
Well, as I understand,
Right.
God had to create Satan. He created evil.
Yeah,
he
he
created
did.
everything.
Yeah, he created
What kind
Satan.
of God is that? If I created a world, I wouldn't create nothing like that. I definitely wouldn't create no kids with cancer. Come on.
The Most
Why
High
don't you
created
go?
balance, and He also
Don't you
created.
go
He
work?
also created white devils like you.
You're Satan.
You say,
I identify
"Hey, come here, pink boy.
evil.
Come here, pink boy. Hey, who's more evil? The man up here teaching the Bible, or the race? Oh, hear me out. The race that has reigned for the last 400 years. Who's more evil, the slave or the slave master?
Children die for cancer, and you're preaching something.
Hey, stand in front of the bus. You should have stayed right there, man. All right, they can't take that, man. Right? He said, why would it, give me that real fast, and I want Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13, because that's a question that comes out a lot. Right? People will be like, oh, why would God do that? Right? Read that in Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse number 13. Originally, it wasn't supposed to be like that. Give me Ecclesiastes real fast, where it say devices. Man sought out his own devices. I can read that.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 13.
Right?
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Read it.
Fear God and keep his
It
commandments.
says to do what?
Fear God and keep his
Now
commandments.
give me that with the wicked devices real fast. You know what I'm talking about? Right? So the point of the entire world is to fear God and keep his commandments. Right. Right, but when we look at the planet that we live in now, this planet does not fear the Most High nor keep his commandments.
At all.
Right, what you think happened in the Garden of Eden? What you think happened in Babylon? What you think happened in Rome? The reason why evil has to be upon the earth is because of man and his wicked devices. Right, I think it's like Ecclesiastes 3. You found it?
Looking for it right now.
Right? Or maybe chapter 2, but I think it's chapter 3. Right? Because of man and his evil works, his evil thoughts, his evil concupiscence, right? And the different inventions that man comes up with, man. Man is the fire. Man is absolutely evil. The Most High created us, right, to be perfect and to keep his law. But we chose the opposite.
Right.
You want to know why kids is dying from cancer? Because of your decisions.
Right.
Blame the fathers. Right? The children, real fast, give me Exodus chapter 20 and start at verse 5. Right, you found it? Right. The children are suffering from different curses and plagues, man. Because of the actions of the father. You got time for the Bible, black man? You got time for your brothers? Right?
Yeah.
Read this.
It's the book of Exodus 20 and verse 5.
Right? It's always an answer to every question, man. Right? Read this.
Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them,
Read.
nor serve them.
Read.
For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God.
What is the Most High?
For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous
The
God.
Most High don't play about the people that he loves, man. The Most High don't play about what he created. Right? The Most High created everybody to follow after his law, man. Hey, if they don't want to listen, bro, we don't beg. Right? The Most High created the world to follow after his law, right? But he put the Israelites in charge of keeping the world in check to follow after his statutes and commandments.
Right.
And because we failed at our job, now children gotta die from cancer. Now the white man gotta rule the earth. We could have just stayed righteous, but instead we chose not to be righteous, and now we gotta live in the manner that we live in America. Right? It would be heaven on earth for the East Indians, for the Chinese, and the Japanese if niggas like us ruled the planet Earth.
Right.
Right? You found that? That's a
Fact.
You know where it's at, though? It might be a proverb. Right? Read that.
Verse 6.
Right?
Verse 5. Visiting the iniquity of the fathers
Right.
upon the children.
Upon who?
Upon the children.
Read it again.
Upon the children.
Right? The Most High said that he's visiting the iniquity of the fathers on the children. Read on.
Unto the third and fourth
The
generation.
reason why these kids is dying from cancer, man, is because they colonized and they have forefathers. Right? The reason why white people die, and this is what's insane to me. Right? Brothers ever watched that? It's a movie called, I think it's called Antebellum. Right? When they kidnapped the whole, and it's not based off, they kidnapped a whole bunch of black people. I was forcing them on plantations, but they were selling tickets unto people, telling them it was like a reenactment of how it would have looked. But the black people that were there were legitimate slaves. But when they would cry for help, right, nobody knew that it wasn't real because everybody thought it was a reenactment. Right? That's unfortunately the world that we live in. Right? When white people can cause us to undergo 200 years of slavery, after they allow us to be free, they don't allow us to separate. We built our own cities up, the white man bound them and burned them down to the ground. The white man flooded them. He took the fathers out of the household. He murdered our babies. They hung us from trees. And then in 2025, think they have the right to complain about why do they children have cancer. Read that again, man. impossible.
Exodus 20 and 5.
Right? The reason why your babies got cancer is because we can't do nothing back to you for what you did. Now the Most High have to plague.
Right.
Now the Most High gotta plague your kids.
Right.
Now the Most High gotta plague your marriages and your households and your finances. Right? Because you touched the people, the innocent people that did not deserve the oppression that you put them through.
Right.
Read that.
Thou shalt not bow down thyself to
This is the
them,
iniquity. You can get straight to the point.
visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children,
Read.
unto the third and fourth generation
So
of them that hate me.
So the Most High is just continuing to plague the earth because of the wickedness that they've done. You find a precept? Right? God just Google God has made man upright. Right? And now we gotta suffer, man. Right? Now white people gotta suffer, man. Right? And then they complain about suffering. It's insane the privilege that white people have. Man. It's insane the privilege that Asian people have. It's insane that the privilege, right? The mental privilege that all of these people believe that they deserve. Right? God has made man upright. KJV. Right? But he has sought out many inventions. Right?
7:29, Ecclesiastes.
You got it? Ecclesiastes 7:29. Right? I knew it was in Ecclesiastes. Right? It's
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 29.
Right?
Lo, this only have I found,
Right.
that God hath
Start at
made.
verse above it. Start at verse 27. So what?
Verse 27.
Right?
Behold, I have found, said the preacher,
Right?
counting one by one.
He said doing what?
Counting one by one.
So he said, man, I'm counting one by one. Everybody upon the earth, right? You know what?
To find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh.
Read.
But I find not.
Read.
One man among 1,000 have I found.
He said, I found one man amongst 1,000. Just one, right? Out of everybody on the planet Earth. You got 7 billion people. I kind of want to do the math on that, man. Right? 7 billion people divided by 1,000. Right? Just to kind of see how many people on the planet Earth that the Lord actually, or that Solomon found righteous when he did his search. Right? He said that one man amongst 1,000 have I found, right? We know him?
Come, but a woman among all those
Right.
have I not found.
Right? It says that, so essentially, if you take a consensus of a place that has 2,000 people, there's one person there that's righteous. That was Lot in the time of Sodom and Gomorrah. Right? Milwaukee got a population of what, 20,000? Or is more than that? Like 600,000? So out of the 600,000 people within the city lines of Milwaukee, you would have 600 people that's actually righteous. It's probably 600 people on this block right now. Out of this entire city limits. That's crazy, man. The ratio is absolutely insane. Right? Read on.
Verse 29.
Come on.
Lo, this only have I found.
Right?
That God hath made man upright.
Read.
But they have sought out many inventions.
But they have done what?
But they have sought out many inventions.
So the reason why white babies is dying from cancer is because the Most High made for everybody to follow after his instruction, right? And because we didn't enforce that instruction, we allowed the white man to get on top. And the evil concupiscence, the evil thoughts. It's like anytime you ruling over employees, right? Brothers done been at jobs where you got a bad manager. The job just be absolutely out of whack, man. Because everybody is getting to live out their evil fantasies. I'm talking about, if you ever worked at a call center, you understand what I'm talking about, man. People at call centers be having relations in the bathroom. Everybody having relations with one another. Right? And he appear again. You said what?
Warehouses.
Yeah, in the warehouses. It's so many homosexuals. All because you got a bad manager leading the flock. Right? And because we were bad managers of the entire planet Earth, now we got to look at cities like Milwaukee and Detroit, like Chicago and Baltimore, because we had bad instruction, right? So whereas the Most High made for everybody to keep the laws under our governance, right? we failed at that job, right? And because we failed at that job, they failed at their job. And then the world gets to live out the evil fantasies. This entire earth is just one big warehouse or one big call center. That's all it is, right? Just evilness rampant and everywhere. And because of the increase in that evilness, the Most High had to increase in judgment. Real fast, give me Amos chapter 3. Amos chapter 3 and start at verse 10.
The book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 10.
Right?
For they know not to do right, saith the Lord.
What's going on? Since you got 5 seconds for black people in the Bible.
Sorry. Gotta go.
I got you. You an Israelite.
Who store up violence and
You gotta be on the flyers, man. Had to harass them. They right up under there. Right, read that.
who store up violence and robbery in their palaces.
Right?
Therefore, thus saith the Lord God,
Come on.
an adversary. There shall be an even round about the land.
Salakia, read that again from the top. What did it say? Therefore, says what?
Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, an adversary.
And what?
An adversary.
Read.
There shall be even round about the land.
Right? So the Most High starts to bring evil upon the people.
Right.
He starts to bring adversaries out. He starts to stir up spirits. He starts to cause cancer. He starts to cause high blood pressure and the different infirmities that we have now, man. Right? You want to know where the recompense of disobeying the laws of the Most High? Just look at the world that we live in.
Right.
It all can start from something so small as Christmas, or adultery, idolatry, lying towards one another, lack of brotherhood, pornography, right? The world that we live in now, it's kind of like sisters. I mean, not you sisters. I don't want to keep using it. Right? It's kind of like some of these dudes with these twisted, dark sexual fantasies. It never actually start out twisted and dark. But because they keep dwelling in the same evilness and the same wickedness, they got to keep upping the ante, man, to satisfy themselves. And that's the planet that we live in. The evilness has to keep going up to satisfy the bloodthirst of the so-called black men.
Right.
The bloodthirst of the white men, of the Asians, of the East Indians. Did you hear about the Chinese? You know they eat bats. Right? How many shorts, every time you see a short of an Asian person, what are they doing?
Some bullshit.
You said cooking up. Yes, bro. It be squid. I'm talking about they just disgusting. I seen one video by this white dude in China. She had a fish tank with a bunch of like little shrimps, mini shrimps in it. And she put a bunch of seasonings in the box, some sauces in the box. And she just took the live shrimp, scooped them in there, and just say, you shake, right? And you're supposed to just shake them up until they die. And the dude was just eating, I'm talking about freshly dead shrimps. It was the most disgusting thing that I've ever seen in my life. And all of that can start by something so small, right? Like disobeying the Most High's commandments. Right. Do you know that Chinese people, they call it tiger penis soup, right? They eat something called tiger penis. Google it real fast, man.
Brought this out before too.
Yeah.
My search history.
Huh?
I want that in my search history.
The Chinese eat something called tiger penis soup, man. Right. And they believe that the tiger penis soup is supposed to heal them. Right? You found it? They believe that it's supposed to heal them of their infirmities. I just gotta add a proof so that nobody think I'm just making stuff up. Right? They think that it's supposed to make their joint work harder, man. Right? You found out? What did that say?
It's a tiger penis soup. It's a Chinese soup prepared with tiger penis.
Right.
It is typically an expensive dish due to the rarity of the tiger penis. In some culture, the country's people believe that the dish can treat that it can treat sexual dysfunction.
We ain't doing religion either, bro. We just teaching nationality.
I appreciate your value, you know, what you do with the cause. Cheers.
Yeah.
It beats hearing about violence. It beats hearing about rage and anger.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? trying to enlighten somebody so they can awaken themselves and become better humans. So I do appreciate what you bring.
For
You
sure.
know what I mean? I'm just not a part of any religion.
Yeah.
But I do expect that because ultimately what will happen will become a religion, even if it doesn't start to be.
So
Humanity would just have no choice. We innately desire to hold form to something.
yeah.
And there will be, because of the nature of the belief and the desire to inherently change your belief and then hold a different belief. You possess a religion because now you have to teach it in a certain tongue, in a certain passion, and in a certain style. So it becomes that. So it's just a warning if it's not what you guys say it is. But I appreciate the value of what you do because a lot of it is true, man. We've been fake to believe it. You know what I'm saying? When you read the Bible and the gods, you've been talking about a God. Listen to the God itself. Is it good? Is the God really a good thing?
Absolutely.
How?
Because he does both. Because the Most
It's
High,
a he?
absolutely.
How?
Because anytime you need order, what do you have to have in place? Like you got kids.
You need to have trust. You need to have appreciation.
If you got
respect.
let me hear me out. If you got a structure, like say with your family, if you want your household in order, who's gonna have to be the one to get it in order?
It's not a who. It's not a who.
I'm talking about
because
a
in the
family,
passing
brother,
of any
brother.
being, listen though.
I'm talking about a family. I just need you to answer that question though.
I just told you the answer. It's not a who.
In a family structure,
You
gotta
asked.
hear me out. In a family structure, you got mother, a husband, and children.
So therefore, there is three who's. So if you take out one who, you
gets
still
it?
have two.
Who gets that
then the
house?
value to
I just
create
need you
all
to. I
means
just need
there
you to
is no
hear me out.
who.
I just need you to answer that.
I just
When they
answered it.
won't discipline, who gets the household in order? Who's a disciplinarian in the household?
See, what you keep doing is that you keep trying to allow the place to be set on one set bound and your accord. I have just informed you. You asked the question. Listen,
All right,
you
I'll let
asked
you
the
finish.
question. So here is the answer. The answer is there is no who. Do not give the blame of the. Do not.
So a man is not a who?
Listen. Do not give the
Is a
blame.
man a who?
You are attempting to take it and listen to what I'm
is a
saying.
man
Do
a
not
who?
take the
Is a
blame
man
of the
a who?
power and give it onto a shift of a being.
Is a man?
The power does not belong.
That's not
Your
what I did.
your household.
That's not
your
what
household
I
is
did.
structured by respect. Your household is structured by honor.
Absolutely.
Your
And if
household
the
is
children
structured by those things.
children
It does
don't
not matter
adhere
if you
to
have
that,
children
and
in
the
your
children
household,
don't
if you
adhere
have
to
a man in
that,
your
or the
household,
woman don't
or a
adhere to
woman in
that,
your
who's
household.
gonna be the person to get it in order?
You don't need a man in your household or a woman in your household or children in your household in order to have a household. You need those things to have a home.
Nigga, you trying to get technical. If you have, I didn't even, here's the thing. I
You're trying to
said,
get
if
me
you,
to get
I
technical
said,
for your
I
accord,
said if you had
but
a
you are not
man,
listening.
if you got a woman and you got
No,
children.
you asked for the who.
I said if you got a man,
No,
you
you
got
asked for
woman,
the who,
and
though.
you got children,
You asked
who's
for-
going to get
go
that
back to your
household
original
in
question.
order? You won't let me ask you. 'cause
Only
you keep
want
cutting me
it
off.
to be
If
the
you
man.
have a man,
You only
and you
want
have
it
a
to be the
woman,
man.
and you have
You
children,
only want it to
who
be the
gets
man.
that house
You
in
only
order?
your woman gets the house in order. The woman gets the house in order if you're asking. Because if you think about it, look at our culture.
In household, who are most of the niggas in jail?
What you mean? Niggas are in jail because they are niggas. Niggas ain't in jail
The
because
majority
they are
of
male.
the
Niggas in jail because they are
the
niggas.
majority of the men are in jail are men that come from fatherless households because they didn't have a man to discipline them. So when you ask me why is
not
the
the
Most
truth.
High
That's not
a
the truth.
man, it's
That's
because
not
the
the
man
truth.
is the one that
That
absolute
is
Google the
circumstance,
statistics.
but
That's statistics.
That's also circumstance.
That's statistics.
But you also
So the
have
reason
far
why
more.
The Most
You
High
have
is
far.
a man because he's the
If you allow
disciplinarian
yourself
for the
to
planet
limit yourself
Earth.
to that
That's
only
why.
point to give yourself some
We can use
credibility
any point.
to your
We can
theory,
use any.
then
Listen,
you allowing
the reason
yourself
we
to
got
base yourself
credibility
upon
is
that
because it's
which you
the
don't
truth.
consider. You have not
We got
considered
reason.
it.
This
It
is what I
does
want
not.
you to do.
The
Disprove
household
the
does
Bible.
not need the man to survive.
Disprove the Bible.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Disprove the
The household does not need the man to survive.
So ever since the black man has left the household, what's happened to the black household?
Matt,
See that?
answer that.
See that?
ever since the 60s and the 80s.
And a black man was put out of the household. What has happened to the black household?
First off, don't blame the black man
I
can't
want you
get
to
put
answer
out.
that question.
The black man did never got. No, you asking, but you don't want to listen either.
know, because I
You
asked
never
you-
want to
I
listen
asked
to
you
the
a
answer.
question and you don't
No,
want
you're
to
asking
answer
for me to answer the question in your specific way.
Yeah,
You're not
absolutely.
asking me to answer the
What
question.
has happened
Listen,
statistically to the
listen
black
to me. You're asking
household?
for a statistic and
What
all of
has
that.
happened to the black household
Statistically, ever since the black man has been put out.
What has happened statistically ever since the black man has been put out? Are you asking for actual numbers?
I want numbers, I want facts, I
Okay,
want
well
the
then
truth
hold on.
about
Because
what's
I
going
don't have actual numbers, here's what we like to do. Let's go ahead and go to Google or go to some kind of actual reference. So, because you need to have those answers, because you're answering me too. So I'm kind of
got it.
intimidated that you don't even
I
have
got
a
the
solid
answer.
answer for your own self.
You've had more-
Now,
you had more young black men in
no,
jail.
Okay,
The
okay.
crime
So
rate
you're
has
asking
went
me,
up.
but
The
no,
self-
listen
the
to me.
self-murder
You're
rate
asking
has
for me.
went up.
Listen, you're asking for me to
Poverty has
answer a
also
question
went up.
about
Marriages
statistics.
has
So you
declined.
anticipate me
Black
to have the answer
businesses
about
have
specific
declined.
statistics.
I just gave you 6 different things.
You just gave me 6 different
I
categories.
just gave you 6.
You literally gave me 6 categories.
I gave you 6
You didn't give me
things,
numbers.
and what happened?
Give me your specific numbers. You're asking me
You
for
can
specific
Google the
numbers.
numbers.
You are the man who demanded numbers.
Listen, hold on, we can Google the numbers
no,
right now.
when you started
Let's
this,
Google them.
when
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
started
yeah,
this,
yeah.
when
That's
you
'cause he
started,
can't take it.
when you started this, when you started this,
What's happened
when
to
you
the black
started,
household
you
ever
said
since?
about beings and
I
about
didn't answer so
men
many of
and
his
about
questions.
the
He ain't
who.
answered not one
Your,
of them,
I
man.
answered the
You
who.
go on a whole
I answered the
rigmarole
who.
to try to-
You're going to go
to
back
try to
into this,
avoid getting
and you're
around
going to
the
notice.
understanding.
I told you,
Man,
the
hey,
who does not need to
everybody
be.
gonna watch that. Nigga,
It is a lie for you to proclaim that you need to be in your house in order for your house to be ordered.
What
No, you don't.
has
What you
happened
need to do
to the
is
black
you need to place a place of order and
ever
standard
since the
that
man
you carry
has
through your
left.
household and through
saying
your
the man
family
don't gotta be in
lineage.
charge. Do you
Because
vote?
one
Do
day,
you vote?
all of us
Do you
will
vote?
die. So when you die,
Do you vote?
all that you believe
Do you
will
vote?
die with you.
Do you
but
vote?
what you have left upon
Have you
here
ever voted?
for those who to continue
Have you ever
your
voted?
hopes and wishes, that will continue.
Have you
Your
ever voted?
children will
That's
make
that
a
Martin Luther King
decision
shit.
based upon
Have you
what
ever
they
voted?
feel and their life situation.
Have you ever
I vote
voted?
all the time, brother.
Who did you vote for?
I vote for Kamala Harris.
You voted.
Yes.
Who did you vote for before?
Yes. Before
when-
that, I voted for Barack Obama.
When Hillary,
Before that, I voted for Barack Obama.
and who did
And
America?
then hold on. And then I also voted for our mayor. Hold on. I also voted for the district, my district councilman. Hold on.
Who won?
Hold on.
Who won?
All of them didn't win, but the ones who did won, they won, and I'm happy for them.
All right, who did you vote for?
I just told you.
Was it a man?
I mean, I vote for men and women.
Was it a man?
I vote for a person
Did you
based
try to
on
put a
them.
man in charge?
I vote for a
Does
person based
America
on
put a
them.
man in
If
charge?
the only thing you
Hey,
focus on is
anytime
what a
we
man
go
can
to a
do,
church,
then right now
who's
you
the
are
man-
doing nothing.
who's the man-
Because
who's
you are not
running the
protecting
church?
your family right now. Because
Who's
somebody
running the
could
church?
run into your family right now and do something.
My
But you
house-
here
my house is
professing the
protected
power of a
because
man.
I gave my woman instruction.
Therefore,
So
then
she
it's
know
not-
the deal.
therefore,
My
then
woman
it's
know
not
the
your
listen.
purpose
My woman
to
know
say
the
that a
deal
man
when I'm
has
not
to be
around.
there. It is
Absolutely.
again goes back
This
to what
is-
I said.
and this is how you know
You
that I'm
just
more.
went right back to what
This is
I
how you
said.
know that I'm more of a
You
man
went
than them.
literally right
It's
back to
because
what I said.
my presence,
who does
my
not
presence
matter.
as a
The
man
value of
is
what
gonna
the
be
who
in my
is
house,
placed in there
even if I'm
matters.
not there.
You condemn yourself to
how
pretend
you
this
know-
lie.
That's how you know I'm
Your
more of a man than
gods
you, though.
that you worship
Because my
have put
presence-
you on a head to believe
my-
that he must be
my
a man.
presence as
Your
a-
God must be a man.
Absolutely.
So you must bow
Listen,
to man.
my-
You
my
must
God
loyal,
is the
defend,
baddest
and
man
deceit and follow
that ever
man.
existed.
For you are a liar. You're lies.
Hey,
Your demon
hear me
is
out,
your
hear me out, hear
man.
me out, hear me
Why
out.
ain't the demon a woman then?
You said what?
Why is the demon a man? Because you want the man to have all the power. You want the man to be all the submissive.
Did you have
Only
your
because
father?
you are a man.
Did you have your father?
That shows you your selfishness.
Did you have a father?
Yes, I had a male who was considered my father.
What was your relationship like with your
My
father?
relationship was based upon his decisions in his life, which was to be a regular nigga.
So it sounded like he didn't do a good job, is what I'm hearing.
He did the job that he best understood.
So he didn't do a good job, though, is what I'm asking.
Again.
By your standard.
By my standards, he did the job he best understood.
So what I'm getting from that is that he didn't do a good job.
No, what you're getting from that is the decision that you're not listening to me.
What's your relationship like
You
with your
decided not to listen.
I'm listening. I heard everything.
Then repeat what I said then.
You said he did the job that he best could. That he
So
know
then
that he know he
therefore,
could.
why would you then decide it as good or bad? Why would you make a decision upon your godly manner to decide good or bad for me?
Because
I told you he did the job that he best could. You took it upon yourself with your ignorance to tell me now good or bad upon my father.
What was your relationship like
What
with your
type
mother?
of shit is that?
What was your relationship
Why
like
do
with your
you
mother?
care? Because you don't listen anyways.
Did your mother do a good
Go
job?
back to this shit later, and I
your mother
hope
do
you
a good
listen
job?
because you too foolish.
This is why. If
your
your father
gods
did a good job,
are foul. Your gods
let him
are
get it-
fake.
let him be passionate,
All that
bro.
shit is phony because
Hey,
only
hey,
thing you
listen.
assume a god to be is a man.
Listen.
When we know Mother Earth controls us.
My God,
Your breath is because of Mother Earth right now.
My God is a better man than your father ever was.
You can say that. I don't
And
give a
my
fuck.
God is a better man than you will ever be.
You can believe what you choose. That's
so
your
you can
personal
try to say
choice.
that he fake.
That's
you
your
can try to
personal
say this,
choice.
but I guarantee you
It's
can't
a
prove the Bible
personal
false.
choice.
I guarantee you can't prove the Bible
Any
false.
man could say this
Hey.
phone is valuable to him, but another man can
I
say it is not.
I guarantee
But it is
you
still
can't
just
prove
a
the Bible
phone.
false.
It is not
Give
the
me
fault of
Daniel
the
9
phone
chapter. Now
who
we
makes
gonna
the
go to the
better
precept.
decision of the phone.
Give me Daniel chapter 9. Start at verse 11, man.
Bruh, I
He
tell you
can't
what,
handle it.
work on the magic. But the lies
You can't
are
handle
true.
it. Yeah,
you
you
talking
can't
about
handle
what
it.
you
It's
can't
too
handle,
heavy.
but you never
You
answered
didn't
the
know you was
question.
gonna run into
Nor
some
did you
niggas that
not.
was smarter
It
than
ain't
you.
about you being a nigga or smarter than me.
Daniel chapter 9.
I told you.
Verse 11.
Again, look at how you act.
11.
Right?
Read
Yea,
again.
all Israel
God,
have
Israel.
transgressed thy
Yeah,
law,
follow Israel,
even by
huh?
departing,
Niggas
even
got
by
Bibles
by
out of
not
Israel,
obeying,
huh? Nigga ain't even got time
Even
enough
by what?
to literally
even by
create.
transgressing
Read it
thy
again.
law. They have transgressed thy law.
They have done what?
They have transgressed thy law.
What did this nigga do?
They have transgressed thy law.
Right, read it.
Right?
They not obey thy voice.
Read.
Like I said, though, y'all, seriously.
Therefore,
If
the
you think I'm
what?
foolish, really look at yourself.
Read.
If your God must be a man, then you must bow to men.
Uh-huh.
And the oath that is written in the law of Moses,
Your
the
God
servant of God,
must
because we have
be
sinned
men.
against him.
Give me
If it
Deuteronomy
must
28
be
and
a
28.
man,
Deuteronomy
you must bow to men.
Look at this nigga.
The
Read.
Lord shall smite thee with madness.
What is this nigga?
The Lord shall smite thee with
What is
madness.
that fake ass
The Lord shall
And I
smite thee with
promise
madness.
What is that fake ass
all
dude?
the Lord shall smite thee with madness.
Most High said he was
Before
gonna
me.
smite you with
All
madness,
those who
man.
bring
And now you mad as hell.
will fall
You out of your
before me.
goddamn mind, man.
That shit fire.
The Most High has smited this man with madness.
All I said, it's your man.
blood.
And what? I listened. And when he asked the question, he denied my question. He denied my question. And he took my question and twisted it for his own benefit. He never took my words. He is a liar. Your man is a liar. I don't know y'all spirit, but he's a liar.
No God.
What does he say?
There is no God.
This foolish ass nigga say that it ain't no God,
No,
man.
I said your God is your God.
You said my God is false,
Because it is.
right? It says that what? Read it again.
The fool has said in his heart.
What is this nigga?
There is no God.
He said the fool has
You
said
took
in
my
his heart
words.
that
When
there
I
is
said
no
your God is false, you took my words and said, I said your God does not exist. You see how you have lied? I never said those words. You took my words and made your own purpose, your own love, your own anger. Those ain't my words.
Read it again.
I said your God is false.
There is none that doeth good.
There is no what?
There is none that doeth
What
good.
is Pelly?
There is none that doeth
What
good.
about thrones?
There is none that doeth
What
good.
about rock quartz?
There is none that doeth
What
good.
about pajamas and goddamn
There's
10
none that
degrees?
doeth good.
It said there is none that doeth good, man. Niggas can't take it, man.
Start back,
Hey, you out of here, man. You might as well go ahead and hop on the bus, man. Right, get his ass up out of here, man. Read that again in Deuteronomy 28th chapter, man. The Most High smiting these niggas with blindness. Real fast, give me 1 John, the 4th chapter. 1 John chapter 4, and start at verse 3.
Bring that out.
These antichrist ass niggas, man. Right?
You can't just have a conversation.
Nah, let them get passionate, bro. I don't mind that. We both passionate. We gonna both talk it.
It's the book of 1 John chapter 4 and verse 3.
Yeah, we should always be able to get passionate and still not have to come to nothing. You know what I'm saying? We ain't get disrespectful.
Right? Nigga steaming hot right now, bro. He's
Right.
pissed.
We did start ribbing him a little bit at the end, but Just joking. Hey,
You
sis.
got on this belly, nigga.
Hey, sis. Sis with the afro, with the boots, the knee highs.
Sister.
Who do you? Right? Read that.
It's 1 John 4:3.
Well,
Every spirit that confesseth not that Yahushua Mashiach is come in the flesh
Read.
is not of God.
It's not of what?
It's not of God.
They say that every spirit that confesses not that the Lord has come in the flesh is not of God. Hold on, read this. Right? And here you go. You got these demon ass niggas, right? Confessing that the Lord didn't come in the flesh, man. Man, the Lord was here, man. That's why you gotta talk, man. Sometimes you gotta talk to these cats in a manner that they can understand it, man. You go into the psychology, get into their brains. Why are you asking? You see how I got on the fence? Why are you asking that? Because I could tell he did a bad job, nigga. Because if he had did a good job, you know what he would have said? Yes, my father did a good job. That's why I was like, well, what about your mother? Did she do a good job? He didn't want to answer because he knew he was going to contradict himself, right? Emotional as men, man. But that's why we out here, to get their ass in order, to get their ass straight. What we just did with him, that's love. Give me that real fast in Leviticus, the 19th chapter. That's love, man.
Right.
Start at verse 15.
Get them 2 dice right there.
Leviticus 19 and verse 15.
Right.
Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment.
Right?
Thou shalt not respect the person of the poor.
Hey, y'all sisters got time for black men in the Bible? Y'all got time for black people in the Bible? Just 5 seconds for the Bible, 2 minutes. Right? Read on. It says that we shall do what?
Shall not respect the person of the poor.
Right.
Nor honor the person of the mighty.
Hey, we ain't got no respect of persons, man. Regardless of who you is, man, we gonna talk how we talk, bro.
Right.
Right? And then you see, I even at first allowed the brother to the floor, man. He went on a whole little Martin Luther King speech for like 10 minutes. I'm sitting here listening, letting you go. Then when I started to speak, he wanted to cut me off. For me, I could have that conversation in which we cutting each other off as long as we allowed each other the space to finish. He wasn't allowing me the space to finish, man. So that's when it's like, oh, well, that's how you want to converse? Listen, I'm going to come to the conversation how you come to the conversation. We can do it to where you talk and you finish, I talk and I finish, or we can cut each other off, bro. It's however. You know what I'm saying? I know how to talk. I know how to speak. I know how to converse. I know how to fight too, right? For all you OT onlys at home, man. Right? Come to Milwaukee, right? We can debate, and then we can do it however you want. Right? We doing.
But in righteousness shalt thou judge thy neighbor.
Right?
Thou shalt not go up.
Hey, cause you see, Salaki, anytime you actually ever talk to an OT only or a Negro only, them niggas don't know how to dialogue without getting emotional.
Right.
They get loud and the conversation always get out of order. Them niggas ain't got no discipline. That's cause they ain't got Christ, man. Right? You niggas need Jesus, man. Right? Read on.
Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people.
Right? What verse you at?
Verse 16.
Go down, verse. No, keep reading on it.
Neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor.
Read on.
I am the Lord. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Read it again.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Most I said we can't hate our brother in our heart, huh? Right? Read on.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Meaning that hatred is not having these conversations with brothers, man. Hatred is actually not putting niggas in their place, man.
Right.
Whether you believe it or not. If you allow brothers like how he tried to have that dialogue, that's why you gotta show niggas like that. Listen, bro, I bleed the same blood you do, man. I can talk the same way you do. Because you let that slide, that's really hatred. Because now they gonna be like, well, when I react like that, it's gonna win. You're gonna run into a brick wall on 1400 East Brady. Right? It says, well, read it again from the top.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Right?
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Right?
And not suffer sin upon him.
You good, it's America. Right? You said, keep reading.
Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any.
Right? So that's essentially what we out here to do, man. We out here to have these conversations with the people, man. Whether they hear or whether they forbid.
Right.
Whether they want to buck up, they want to get tough with it, or they want to have smooth and calm conversations. I just ain't know we can speak French. Mainly wah-wah-wah-voo. Something like that. Right? We know how to, hey, we can get down with you, man. We can converse with you. Right? But with that, we're going to close out by giving all honor and glory to Yahweh. But Shema Mashiach Kumalak Yahweh Shah. Kwam Yasha.
Kwam Yasha.
Shalom.